Giant Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Kenny Nwangu now out of his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins on the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brand, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down and 4, Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Fourth down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould.
Just keep throwing interceptions.
And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early game.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. To the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49ers.
Yep.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Niners 10, Vikings nothing.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They go play action. Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Yeah. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10, Vikings nothing.
Fourth down, Cousins. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
On the ball. Drill, 52. Steal. Check, steal.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Here we go. 17.
First and goal.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. The speed of Jordan Hicks on display there as he gets the tackle for loss.
Brings up second and goal. The 11-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Trey Lance scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gould with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San
Here is
Francisco.
Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. Well, now how about this return? And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
On the pickup.
I know,
Brings up
easy.
2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Black, black.
Cousins now from the 50. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 50 yards. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Okay, ready?
This offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Here's Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this returnable for Rager. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Cousins now. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. Gets this one to use check. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Throwing his Lance on third down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
A final shot before half for Lance. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The Lance going to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
San Francisco.
McCaffrey is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lance going to try to throw for this. Steps away. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Vikings 7.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That's good for our Vikings. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 6-yard brings up
They run it again with Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Vikings.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until it popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 10. And he's across for 2 points. What a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
On the double.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is McCaffrey on the give. Gets by him at the 25. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here
So
we go.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, don't steal.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
17.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Up the gut, McCaffrey. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw, it's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It was Daniil Hunter to make the play in the backfield. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now play fake. Lance rolling to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down. And now they'll throw with Lance. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
At the 37-yard line.
Let's go now. Right.
Lance looking to throw it. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Lance back to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, 37 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Gold able to tack on the extra point.
Good game.
Make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwonger now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them this one is now planted.